What if I told you that a simple quarter from 1966, the same Washington quarter you might have tossed in a jar, could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars today? Some rare error varieties are so elusive, collectors would pay a small fortune just to own one. We're talking double strikes, off-centers, transitional planchets, and even wrong metal errors that have turned these common coins into legendary treasures. Here are a few real-world examples of rare 1966 error quarters that stunned collectors. 1966 quarter struck on silver planchet, sold for $9,775 Heritage Auctions. 1966 double struck off-center error, sold for $3,290. 1966 quarter struck on a dime planchet, sold for $6,900. 1966 SMS quarter SP68 Deep Cameo, sold for $4,112. In this video, we're diving deep into the world of the 1966 Washington quarter, specifically the most rare and valuable error coins ever discovered. Whether you're a casual collector or a coin enthusiast, you do not want to miss this. Stick around till the end, because we'll reveal one 1966 quarter that sold for over $10,000 at auction, and how you might spot one just like it hiding in your loose change. History. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The original design by John Flanagan featured the profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. It quickly became one of the most circulated coins in American history. But the year 1966 was no ordinary one in U.S. coinage history. Due to a severe coin shortage and rising silver prices in the early 1960s, the U.S. Mint made a monumental decision in 1965 to eliminate silver from dimes and quarters. That year, the mint shifted from 90% silver to a clad composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel layered over a pure copper core. The changes didn't stop there. In 1965 and 1966, the mint also suspended the use of mint marks and implemented special mint sets (SMS) in place of proof sets, trying to curb coin hoarding and stabilize circulation. All of this turmoil created the perfect storm for minting errors, and the 1966 quarter saw some of the rarest and most valuable error varieties ever discovered. Most rare 1966 Washington quarter errors. Transitional error, struck on a silver planchet, worth up to $25,000 plus. One of the most coveted and mysterious errors is the transitional error, where a 1966 quarter was accidentally struck on a leftover 1964 silver planchet. Although silver was officially removed in 1965, a few silver blanks may have remained in the machinery and were struck with 1966 dies. These coins are 99.9% silver, unlike the usual clad quarters, and they can fetch $5,000 to $25,000 depending on condition. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that you spent years tossing in jars, sliding into vending machines, or even using to scratch a lottery ticket. What if I told you that a single overlooked flaw on a 1983 P quarter could turn your pocket change into a gold mine? Stay with me till the end of this video, because today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated, but jaw-droppingly valuable coins ever minted in the U.S. the 1983 P Washington quarter, with errors so rare they make collectors go wild and auction prices skyrocket. Why the 1983 P quarter is so special. In 1982 and 1983, due to economic constraints, the U.S. Mint did not produce any official mint sets. This means that finding uncirculated specimens from those years is incredibly difficult. Most 1983 quarters entered circulation immediately, suffering nicks, scratches, and wear. Collectors seeking pristine 1983 P quarters were out of luck unless they found one in change or bought sealed bank rolls. But the real treasure lies in error coins from this year. Top 1983 P quarter errors that are worth big money. Let's dive into the rarest, most jaw-dropping errors discovered on the 1983 P Washington quarter. The off-center strike error. Minor off-center errors 5 to 10%. $50 to $100. Major off-center errors 50% or more, with full date showing. $1,000 $5,000. Perfect off-center strikes with visible date and no major wear. Over $10,000. The double die reverse DDR error. Mild DDR examples, $500 to $1,500. Strong DDR examples in mint state: $10,000, $15,000, ultra-high-grade DDRs MS67 or better, up to $25,000 or more. Clipped planchet error. This error occurs when the blank planchet was not fully punched from the metal strip, leaving a visible curved or crescent-shaped clip on the edge. Typical clipped planchet: $100, $500, larger and perfectly shaped clips, $1,000 plus. Wrong planchet error. Transitional metal error. MIS struck on dime planchet, $5,000, $10,000. MIS struck on foreign planchets, $10,000, $30,000. Unique examples, auctioned for $50,000 or more. Missing clad layer, copper core exposed, with partial clad missing, $300, $800. With full missing clad layer and uncirculated condition, $2,000, $5,000. Graded examples with mint luster, over $10,000. This kind of error on a 1966 quarter is very rare, and if the date side is affected, it can greatly increase value. Full strike SMS special mint set quarter with cameo or deep cameo finish of value, $1,000 to $5,000 plus, while not technically an error. Some special mint set SMS coins from 1966 exhibit incredible mirror-like surfaces and frosted details called cameo or deep cameo. These coins are highly sought after, and high-grade specimens MS67 Plus or SP68 with deep cameo contrast can fetch thousands at auction. Real auction sales. Here are a few real-world examples of rare 1966 error quarters that stunned collectors. 1966 quarter struck on silver planchet, sold for $9,775. Heritage auctions. 1966 double struck off-center error, sold for $3,290. 1966 quarter struck on a dime planchet, sold for $6,900. 1966 SMS quarter SP68 deep cameo, sold for $4,112. How to spot these rare errors in circulation. 150 words. You don't need to be a professional collector to find these treasures. Just follow these steps. Weigh your quarters. Use a digital gram scale. Look for anything above 5.67 grams, could be silver. Look for misaligned images, especially missing parts of the design or overlapping features. Check the edges. Missing clad layers or visible copper may signal an error. Compare with other coins. A wrong planchet will often be smaller or thinner. Use a magnifier. A 10x loop will help spot double dies or unusual surface defects. If you find something suspicious, submit it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Conclusion. So there you have it. The humble 1966 Washington quarter might just be your golden ticket. From transitional errors to off-center strikes and wrong plancets, these rare variations have sold for thousands, even up to $25,000. If you're a treasure hunter, coin collector, or just curious about the change in your pocket, keep an eye out. You might be holding a valuable piece of American numismatic history.